Yo, 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 what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Punch Out Kings. I'm G Money.
Blade Brown.
And you know it's time to get into some boxing talk.
Yes.
It's been a little second, man, so, woo.
We back in the building, you know what I mean?
Nah, we definitely is, man. Man, we got a whole lot to cover today, man. We've been off on a little layoff. Look, man, we back where it all started in plane, trains, and things, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
You know, about to get this shit going, about to get this boxing talk. We got, like, hella fights to talk about, shit coming up. Man, we about to have a full episode, really non-stop and shit like that. So, man, you know we got to get in first, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the talk, you know, Bud versus
Spence, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, first off, I'm super happy, man, for Bud. Congratulations, man. You earned it.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'll give a nigga his respect when a nigga win. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Hey, shout out to Bud. Hey, man. Two weight class undisputed champion, trying to go to 154 and get three. Say, let me get Canelo. You
man,
know for real.
He daring to be great right now.
For real, nah. He trying to get it. Like I say, man, he like, man, fuck it. You know what? I don't got to get the 50 and 0. I'm just gonna get three different weight belt classes belts and get this talk going with this Floyd talk now. Like that's really what he on. Like, you know, so like I say, man, let's get into the fight. How it go? It didn't go nowhere near how I thought the shit was gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna see a good fight, a close fight, and then somebody pull it out at the end, a decision or like a late stoppage. Like, you know, the stoppage happened, but not. It was just like a one-sided fight, and that what I did not expect, and that was totally different for me, man. So I didn't really know. What did you see in the fight, man?
Man, what I seen, first off, I predicted a knockout, man. This is the 9th or 10th round, but I didn't think it was gonna be a beating like that. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to the camera. Like, I figured he would catch him on some shit and clip him, and that's what I figured. But
and that's what everybody thought if it could happen. Like, you know,
a one-sided beat down. Like,
yeah, man, I never seen Errol Spence face look like that, man, ever in life. It was just like. He looked like a rookie out there, man.
I think he was honestly weight drained, man. You know what I mean? Because his face didn't look right. Like when I seen him, you know what I mean? But you know, shit, sometimes, you know.
Man, that's how it go, man. Look, you know this game they play, like they put their body through this shit like that, man. That's the chance you taking to get down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't take away nothing from the other fighter because, man, it goes that way. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. Like, you know.
And then I read something where it's just saying he was at 190 down there 200. So
yeah,
trying to cut to 147 from 190. Like, you can't cut that shit too fast.
Nah, you can't cut that shit too fast. Like, you know, so like I say, but not take away from Bud, because Bud, look, man, you did your thing, bro. I give it up to you. You finally getting your credit you deserve, you know. So like I said, and Spence, he want the rematch. So him, a person to be that eager for a rematch, is a person who I'll be like, okay, well, I don't know what went on, but he really believed he got a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. And everybody said no need for a rematch. But I'm looking like, man, look, if this man ain't trying, they were like, yeah, because I heard some assumptions about Keith Thurman and somebody else next. That nigga said, I don't want no goddamn Keith Thurman. I don't want no whoever 154 or Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
I want to fight Bud. You feel what I'm saying? For real though. So
I mean, he got to get back, and that's gonna be the most lucrative fight for him right now.
It definitely
at this point in his career, he got a lot of miles on him, man, with the accident, and he's, you know, he been in some wars, man. That's one thing with Bud. Bud haven't really been. He been in a lot of fights, but he haven't been in a lot of wars like that. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? He haven't took a lot of toll on his body like that. You feel me? So him going into being 36, it's like he's still a fresh 36-year-old. You feel me? Like,
that's definitely the truth. He definitely is a fresh 36-year-old.
But the fight, like, even like the first couple rounds, like the first round, he filled Spence out. He didn't throw too many punches.
Yeah.
He filled them out. But I think by that second round, he already knew, because like you said, Spence never fought southpaws. You feel me?
Yeah.
Out of his 31 fights or whatever he had, or 32, he fought 2 southpaws. You feel me?
Damn,
So
you're right. That's kind of
when I seen Bud come in straight southpaw, I said, okay. He ain't bullshit.
Nah, he ain't bullshit.
He usually come in with the right and try to, you know, download the information, but
nah, he came straight out to get with the business.
You can't play with Earl. You got to come out. You wait till the fourth round. You be down 4 rounds to 0. You
sure will, and that's exactly the truth. He was like, nah, I'm not going to give this shit away. If I'm going to win, lose, it's going to be because I gave it all straight from the beginning, and somebody just was the better man that night.
And then, like Bomac said, man, like Crawford, when he first came to the division, he still was a lightweight, a light welterweight. He had to grow into the division. So
true.
Them 8 fights, they let him grow into the division. You feel me? So
that's definitely
even when he kind of pushed Spence back, I said, okay, like he got the power. He's strong.
He definitely strong.
He pushed him back.
I've seen video clips of him wrestling and shit online. You feel what I'm saying? Doing the push ass wrestling moves and all that shit like that. And he definitely a competitive person. Like, you know what I mean? So I definitely seen that. I was like, oh shit. Like, you know, but my thing was, I was like, okay, man, look. All right. We all know I was going for Spence. Hey, man, we all know I'm still a Spence fan no matter what, man. And even if he did lose, he lost to, come on, man, a great, man. A great lose to a great. You can't say nothing about that. I'm just tired of this bullshit that people talking about Spence was a hype job and all this shit, this bullshit. Talking niggas out here talking like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? You don't get to do that what you did by being a hype job, man. That man have beat Hall of Fame fighters, man.
They just didn't know Crawford's greatness. You feel me? Like you said, a great fighter fought another great fighter.
Right,
you feel
exactly.
Me? Like, even when I talked to my big homie, he was just, I always told him about Crawford, but he never really seen Crawford like that. So he was just saying, like, he said if he never seen that Spence fight, he would have been robbed of Crawford's greatness. He never paid attention to Crawford. He was just like, damn, I gotta go back, watch his fights and shit. He's like, man, that dude is great.
Dude, he's definitely a great fighter. Like, you know, that's one thing about me. I don't never take away what a person is. Like, you know, so he's definitely a great fighter. And my thing was just like, when I was just seeing it going down, how it went down, I was like, nah, man, that's what made me be like, okay, hey, if that man ain't make no excuse, I ain't making no excuse. You know what I mean? For real. But even when Derrick James was talking, he was like, man, it was like he was walking in quicksand all night. I heard him say that, but he didn't really go into too much about it because they not them type of people like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that's why even in Spence, I still respect Spence because only thing he's saying is he want the rematch. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't making no excuse. He gave it up to him after the fight and everything. Like, you feel me? Like he's supposed to do. Like, you feel what I'm saying? To a man, like, you know, so he didn't do that at all.
And same thing with Bud. He been cordial. He been talking this shit, but he keeps saying like, fuck Charlo. He said, I don't like Charlo because of his personality. He said, Spence is a real dude. He said, he's real. He's not fake. Like, I fuck with Spence. You feel me?
Hell
like,
yeah. And like you said,
whatever he stand on, he speak on it, he stand on it. You know what I mean?
He keep his word. Like, you know what I mean? For real. But like I say, man, but shout out to Bud, bro. I give it up to you, man. Like, you know, go up. He like I said, that nigga been doing more interviews than I've ever seen. That nigga been on world tour, talk shows, late night shows, podcasts, even on Joe Rogan. You feel what I'm saying? Like, god damn,
man. You know how I go when you up. Everybody want a piece of you. You feel me?
Lie. So like, definitely, like, you know, when he was on Joe Rogan, he was basically saying like, man, I'll go up to 168 to fight Canelo. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And go ahead and get that belt. Now, if he do that, now come on, man. Now you in the greatest fighter of all time talk for sure.
You chasing greatness.
Now you just doing shit that has never been done, and you're doing it in a way that's never been done. And I got to give it to him, man. Even like I say, that's one thing about timing. Everybody don't get their recognition, and everybody timing ain't the same timing. Yeah, like, you know, so some people get all the glory early and then they fade away. Like, he's getting it late in his career, but the abundance that he's getting in is like, man, he turned to a star overnight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be a household name, especially if he get that Canelo fight. Man, he's really the most household name in the game. Like, you know what I mean? For real, like, it's definitely that. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm a person who watched boxing, so I've always watched Bud. I always thought Bud was a really, really, really great fighter. Like, you know what I mean? For real. But he turns it on and he usually get it out there. Like, you know, so that's why I always used to say, I always thought that's how I thought Errol would win when the turn on happened. But when I didn't see, like, it was a one-sided fight, I was like, God damn, this is crazy. Like, you know, it wasn't no need for turn on. It was turned on from the beginning. Like, you know, so it wasn't no need to come back. But like I said, I definitely want to see that fight again. But one thing I didn't really do, since, like I said, I would watch him, and gave him his credit. I was a fan, but not a fan like that. Yeah. So now I've listened to interviews of him, and I really like him as a person. Mm-hmm. Like, just the shit that he about. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a person big on character. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So to really hear him talk and really talk, like, you know, what he got going on, and really that his mama was a scandalous mother effer, boy. Bruh. God damn, bro. Man, like, God damn, if your mama hates you like that, and you make it to something like that, you are amazing, mother. You amazing. That chip on his shoulder. I really understood the chip on the shoulder he was talking about, like, from watching the interviews. I'll tell you, I at least like 6, 7 interviews. I watched some old ones just to really just get in them. Like, okay, hell yeah, you know what, man? Like, I fuck with him as a person. I fuck with his get down. I fuck with, you know what I'm saying, what he overcome. I fuck with what he about. I fuck with how even that nigga, like, and to be real, I fuck with you how you stood 10 toes down. It was like boxing, what I always say, is the most corrupt sport it's ever been. Like, you feel what I'm saying? For real though, he straight said it, like, this shit is corrupt. And he got on Floyd head a little bit too. Like, he was like, man, Floyd ain't giving no game. He like, Floyd went through all that shit with body arrow and then he turned into them. Like, you get what I'm saying? For real though. Like, straight up. That was his shot. That's one thing about Bud. What I give Bud is a very person who is competitive. So if you say something about me, I'ma definitely say. You know, he said that about Mayweather, because Mayweather said something about them belts don't count. Nigga, don't hate on my get down, nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? For real. So I'm gonna shoot this shot right back at your ass, because Bud is the type person. He gonna get it. He gonna get his lick, and that's real talk. Yeah, man, that interview was real good when he was talking on there, basically just talking about like the shit you go through boxing, and he said he going into promoter. He gonna make sure that his fighters know everything that's on the table, man, and you not missing out. He was like, man, we done missed out on so much money because we taking that guaranteed money, and we really not watching the other shit. Like, man, all this, that, and the third, and there's so much money that they made off us. And now that we starting to learn, you get what I mean? Like, for real, like, it's a different day. Like, you know, and for a person to give the game to the youngins and really give it to them, like, now Floyd showed everybody how to get the bag, sell yourself. You get what I'm saying? For real. But when he turned to promoter, nigga, you playing these same games that these other motherfuckers was playing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one thing he could say when he was saying, too. He was talking about Leonard, El Heyman. Okay. He was like, man, you know, when I'm El Heyman, I'm like, man, I think he gonna hook it up because man, he a brother like I'm a brother, like you feel me? But he learned that it's all business. Like, you get what I'm saying? He like, God damn, it's like, what's the difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. So I'm glad that Bud got the heart that you can see he help, and I really think he gonna really help out his fighters, and he really not gonna make sure them people able to have a life after this shit is over by putting his life on the line and shit like that. Like, definitely. You know what I mean?
Because Bud take care of everybody in this camp, man. You know, and that's what kind of drew me to him even before his fights was the person that he is. And I watched the interviews I've seen, like how he a family man. He been with his high school sweetheart. He got the kid. You know what I mean? Like, he a good dude, man. And like you said, his mom's like, showed him that tough love, bro.
Man, like, for real. But that was more hate than tough love. Your mama said you ain't gonna never be shit. That ain't no tough love. That is, you hate your son. You feel what I'm saying? But some people who don't understand shit don't know how to give it to their kids. So, but it was just, I was just sitting there like, shit, like, damn, you ain't gonna be shit. You gonna lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, God damn. Like I said, man, that could have went two ways. It's not that the motivation was on him. But most kids that parents do that to, they don't succeed. It really turned that child to a shell of a person, because if it ain't coming from your mama, the person in your corner, it fuck most people up in this world instead of motivate them. You know, hate from outside make motivation happen, but hate from your mama is some shit.
That's a different animal right there.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad Bud getting his flowers though. That's one thing I can say, man. I'm glad you're getting your flowers, bro. I'm glad you've been on these shows. I'm glad you're doing these interviews. I'm glad they're saying your names. I'm glad they put you on that list. You feel what I'm saying? But see, now the bullshit coming once again. Like, let's be real, man. Like, hey, they never want the black man to be on top of the pound for pound list. Now they trying to edge that Inoue shit up in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's check this out. Yeah, man, you knocking little ass people out. You feel what I'm saying? But that's where you at right there. Like, you get what I'm saying? You have not done you have not pound for pound more than Terrence Crawford. And for them to even try to, but never.
That's old white media, man.
Man, it's like
he's fine
anybody but a black man. It's crazy. Anybody but a black man in the top of the game.
He fine where he is at number 2, you feel me? Like, you know, I can accept that. But number 1, Bud been there, you feel me?
Yeah, like, but to be real, like, I don't even think he's number 2. Like, as I say, Errol still lost one goddamn fight. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real. So you had him up there before, you feel what I'm saying? For real. He lost to the other great fighter of his times. But I can still beat, like they said. I don't think it ain't nobody he can't beat in 154.
Facts.
I don't really think it ain't nobody he can't beat it. Like, I just, like for real. So it's like that one thing is really like, I can't beat him, but I can still beat all of y'all. and it's a fact. I'm still gonna sell out seats. I'm still gonna do my thing. It's proven time and time again. It just didn't work that night against Bud.
Because I seen most of the rankings, he dropped down there like to 8 to 10.
You see what I'm saying? See, the world we live in.
Yeah, no, that's all
what have you done? What have you done for me lately? You know how
because when Canelo was at 1 and 2 with Crawford or whatever the case was, and then Canelo lost, he went to like 4 or 5. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
for real.
He's still flirting right there with 4 or 5.
Right, exactly.
He got like 4 or 5 losses. Man, whatever. Lomachenko got 3 losses. So they got him like 7 or 8.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that tricky media.
White media. You feel me?
That's that tricky ass media game. And speaking of Canelo. Charlo and Canelo. Man,
yeah, that's gonna be an interesting fight, man.
Yeah,
because Charlo, even though he fought at 154, his body frame can carry 168.
He can. You gotta remember, the nigga is a goddamn twin.
And he tall, so
he's a twin. Yeah. So whoever his frame and his brother body is, he's identical. That's the frame of his body. He really not little Charlo. He really just fight at a smaller weight. Yeah. He really the same size as the nigga that he was born out just the same goddamn way. So it's really not no difference in that shit like that. Like, so why do you think Canelo took this fight?
I think he took it to kind of like. Really kind of like what I'm trying to say. He took it to appease the people that saying he can't beat a black fighter. That's what I think, man.
Yeah.
Both of the black fighters that he fought, he lost to. He lost to Floyd. He lost to Lara, in my opinion.
Come on, bro. Listen.
And there's one more that he
Me
fought.
and Mike in the back, you feel what I'm saying? My boy, you know what I'm saying, PTT, like, we watched that fight the other night. And that's what I keep telling people, man, when I've never been a person to put Canelo up on my top. To me, he got losses. He got a loss to Triple G where they cheated. I seen that shit.
Facts.
He lost to Anderson Lara for goddamn sure, man. He was tipping him up all goddamn night. It to the point that Lara was standing up. He knew he won that fight. Canelo face. You know when a fighter think they lost the fight, when after the fight, the look on their face be looking like if he looked like this, and the look on his eye was dotted all up. You feel me? Lara, man,
Canelo was swinging that
air, and Lara got that fight, and that's when I realized that they wanted Canelo to be they wanted him to be the face of boxing, because it's that Triple G, the one when they gave the draw.
Yeah,
come on,
first
man.
One, that was Golovkin's fight.
Yeah, that was Golovkin's fight. So think about it. That's 4 losses for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying, for real.
And even the Austin Trout fight. I'm
not
sure.
Listen.
I gotta watch it. I can't remember.
I think Austin Trout won that fight too.
That's what I'm thinking.
Me and Finn was talking on their podcast about the losses that we think that Canelo. It was Trout,
Lara and Triple G.
Triple G. And the two ones that we know for sure to get in the back, Floyd and Bivol.
Yeah.
He's really got 5 losses, like in the eyes of people who really understand fighting. Right. So it's like, man, there's a dude with 5 losses against a guy who got 1 loss, who came back and avenged his loss, and had a draw and came back and avenged his draw. Now that's one thing I say about Lil Charlo.
No.
He's gonna go back in a
he gonna spin the block and get that get back.
Yes, get back. He gonna work on what he had to do.
Yeah.
And he gonna come back and he gonna get it. Like, you know, so that's the thing. So I think, like I say, he took it because why you didn't take the fight with the nigga that's right there, the one in your weight class? You know what I'm saying? Why you don't take that fight? Why you go to fight?
Because he's a smaller fighter, for one. Yes. It's like, okay, I can appease him with the black fighter, but I'm fighting the smaller
fighter. Just like I thought Bivol was, you get what I'm saying? All right, so what takes you take out, you think what it's going to take for Charlo to win this fight, and then what you going to think what it's going to take for Canelo to win this fight? So you can start with Charlo first.
For Charlo to win the fight, he's going to have to use his jab off top. He's going to have to keep Canelo at bay because he's 5'11", Canelo 5'8".
Sure.
So Canelo going to want to come in and go to the body.
Definitely.
That's his thing.
As long as he touch you somewhere, that's all he give a fuck about.
Canelo hitting elbows, shoulders. That's how Canelo fights.
Just to figure out, just to get a good one in there, he's going to keep touching.
Charlo got to use his jab and keep him at bay. If he can use his jab and at least land 40 to 50% of his jabs, and at the same time, it's a power jab because he's strong as fuck. So
yeah, definitely.
If he can use that jab and that right hand, and he can connect with that right hand, it's gonna be a short night for Canelo.
Yeah,
but at the same time, Charlo can't let his emotions get the best of him. You feel me? Because I know one thing with Charlo is he's an emotional person.
He definitely is.
And when you get them emotions in it, man,
that don't work for boxing. That don't work for emotions. Don't work for sports.
No.
anyway, in no sport, emotions don't work. And fuck your brain up when it comes to concentrating to do what you got to do.
Because he the type, like you said, he'll lose the fight and be like, oh, well, I'll get him on the second one. You might not be guaranteed the second one with Canelo.
First of all, with Canelo, nigga, you better know you not getting no second one.
So you better take advantage of this shit now.
Nigga, ain't no second go around for this. Like, for real, this is your one and only chance. This is your one and only chance to get him out there because ain't no run back on this, man. Canelo on his victory lap. Like, you feel what I'm saying? For real, if he get this fight, Canelo might be up out of there. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Just to say, I beat a black fighter. I'm unanimous. I became undisputed. You feel what I'm saying? For real. And here go my legacy. I did all this, that, and the third. So that's what he really trying to do. Like, you know, and that's the same thing. Me for Charlo, the same thing. Like, he got to keep that jab going. Don't let your emotions get to you. Do what you do. Stay out the way. You already know, move them feet just a little bit, and he gonna have problems. We see every time the feet get moved and that jab get to going, he get confused and he get frustrated, and the same thing happens time and time again. But you're gonna have to you're gonna have to win like Bivol won. Provenly, because they still gonna try to fuck up that scorecard at the end of the thing, because how they try to do Bivol. I mean, I remember even Bivol shit was close. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, and we know for sure he won that fight, but the scorecard said it was like, you get what I'm saying? Like some bullshit. So I was like, man, nah, bro. Definitely you're gonna have to convincingly win that, a knockout preferably. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying you're gonna get that. But what I mean is you're gonna have to win. You at least gonna have to got for sure a good 9 rounds in the bag. You get what I'm saying? For sure in the bag. Because if you don't get 9 rounds in the bag, they gonna ease that to some bullshit, man. That's one thing about fighting Canelo. You're gonna have to convincingly win, very convincingly. You ain't gonna let the person from the sideline talk the shit, make the commentator hype the shit up, let the crowd ooh and ah. You're gonna have to, if the crowd is silent, that's when you know you got the fight with Canelo. As long as they can't, if no cheering ain't coming, if the cheering coming, you might get cheated that goddamn night. Like, you know. And one thing about Canelo, you done kind of lost the steps. That John Ryder fight, you feel what I'm saying? Like I say, you kind of lost a little bit of your get down there. So
he know he had a point where he's slipping. You feel me? That's why I think he took this fight. Yeah, thinking it was gonna be a cakewalk. You feel me? Since it's the smaller Charlo, but I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk.
Nah, definitely
for Canelo to win. He has to go to the body. Yeah, he has to find the range and the distance. And go to Charlo's body. You feel me? Because I'm not sure that his jab. I'm not sure his reach, but I know Charlo got a longer reach.
Nah, he definitely got a longer reach for sure.
So for him, it's going to the body and that left hook. If he can use that left hook to the body and to the side of his head, and Charlo can't see it, it's gonna be a short night for Charlo.
Nah, it definitely is.
And then too, the thing with Canelo is Canelo's stamina. Yeah, Charlo got good stamina. You feel me? Charlo really, going all 12 rounds.
He going all 12. He amped up for sure.
Canelo really got to pace himself in this fight and not burn himself out.
All right, what you think if he do like he normally do, where you think he gonna gas out around?
Maybe 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, like 7 or 8.
You know what I'm saying? For real, like 7 or 8.
If Charlo come with the pressure, it's gonna be a firefight.
Yeah, no, it is though. It is. That's what I'm saying.
Charlo gonna come with the pressure. Definitely.
Now he definitely is. Like you say, that stamina. Charlo going all 12. You feel what I'm saying?
You have to understand with Canelo, like, you're not guaranteed a Canelo rematch, man.
Hell nah, nigga. You gotta
go in there the first
You only get one shot.
Now, if you win it, you're liable to give him a rematch. You feel me? But if he wins,
it ain't happening.
He checking off the list.
Poof be gone. You feel me? Yeah, he about to figure out something else.
Unless they make so much money where it do 1.5 million views, where he like, okay.
Right.
I gotta fight this man two or three more times.
Right, I just gotta go get this motherfucking money. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's definitely the truth. And like I say, you're right though. Yeah, but I don't think no rematch coming, bro. So you better like you say, you better bring Eminem out there because you only getting one shot at this shit. You feel what I'm saying? For real, and you ain't getting no another run at this, my boy. Like, you know, you ain't definitely getting no another.
But
run
it's an excellent opportunity for Charlo, man.
Come on, really, he about to turn to a superstar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Literally, he win this fight, you superstar.
You superstar.
So now you already been kind of calling your shots because you got all the titles. You feel me? But now. Definitely. You beat Canelo, you feel me? You on that stage, you feel me? You already got personality to sell a fight, you feel me? So you'll be on that stage, you get your just due, man, and then you'll have so many endless possibilities. Canelo rematch, man. Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Earl Spence, fuck it, you feel me? You still got Tim Tszyu, you feel me? You know what I mean? Like, he have all kind of shit lined up.
I ain't gonna lie, he got a whole lot of shit lined up. So, like I said, man, we got, like I said, that's just the two things we just got on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so much other shit that happened. Like, for real, though. Okay. Big Baby last fight.
Big Baby.
What you think about that?
Okay, it was Big Baby. I forgot who he fought. Oh, he fought Charles Martin.
Yeah.
That was a great fight for him, man. I think he could have did better.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I give him a 7.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he kept the pressure on him. That's what kind of kept him in that fight, keeping the pressure on Charles Martin. But
definitely,
I noticed some things that he can get hit.
Yeah.
He can get hit.
Yeah.
He has to learn how to
yeah.
What they say? I think he was pulling back when he was doing some shit to where he kept getting clipped.
All right. Now think about that. That's what I noticed what you were saying. He could get hit.
He get hit.
And against the elite fighters, you can't afford to get hit like that.
Not with Wilder. Them hits, because that Charles Martin hit him with.
Yeah.
Wilder gonna put your ass down.
Just put your ass to sleep. That's the hand,
grown man.
That's the hand of God.
Yeah, right there. Like, for real though. You get calm, you fuck who you are. That's the hand of
God. That's the hand of God. That's one thing I noticed. I'm like, nah, he looked at real good. I'm like, oh yeah, man, Big Baby, and looking real good. But I'm like, oh, he getting hit. But I'm like, against the elites, against the Fury, against the Wilder.
But see, he needed that. So now when you go into these fights, you know what you got to work on. And had they put him in there with Anthony Joshua, and some shit happened, or he lost, or Ruiz, he might not be able to come from that.
Nah, he might not be able to come from that. But now,
having a game opponent who really couldn't knock him out, but give him a great test, now he okay.
Now he know what to work on.
He got some shit to work on. Now he won the full 10 rounds. He never won 10 rounds.
He sure haven't. So
just that 10 rounds in your bank is great for you, man.
Nah, definitely.
Same thing happened with Boots.
Yeah,
knocking these guys out, and then when he fought the Karen dude, you couldn't get him out of there.
Hell yeah, but it
gave him so much experience.
It gave you experience. It tests your heart. It tests your comeback. It tests what you're gonna do when it's not going your way. It gets you ready for that, because once you step that level up, the elite fighters, you're gonna have to adjust your fight A, B, C, D, E, F, G times when you're fighting against the elite.
So that's why to cut to this fight. So when Boots fought Villa,
yeah,
he was looking good.
Oh my God,
you feel me,
man? He beat the dog shit out that boy. And to be real, like I say, man, he beat the dog shit out that boy. He beat the dog shit out that boy. But like I said, he beat the dog shit out that boy at a pace. Rashidi Ellis was doing the same thing, but he gassed himself out. And one thing about, I don't give a fuck. Villa can knock anybody the fuck out. He just couldn't hit Boots. You feel
he can hit Boots.
That's one thing I can say. That is a knockout artist, bro. And he just can't. He did, like I said, but Boots, man, you came back and you shed all the naysay. That's one thing I hate about the internet and boxing now, because it's like, if somebody don't look perfect, boxing is not about looking perfect. It's some ugly fights sometimes. Every great fighter didn't have ugly fights.
But that's the good thing. That's how you get the fights.
Yeah.
If Prograis didn't look terrible his last fight,
right,
he wouldn't have got Haney.
No, you right about that.
He would have went in there and knocked the nigga out in round 2.
Yeah,
he
right
about been down in this number. You feel me? You know what I mean?
And that is true. That is a double-edged sword with that situation. You're right about that.
And that's what Boots said. He said, by me looking bad against Karen, guys want to kind of fight me now. You feel me? Like, okay, he's vulnerable. You feel me? Like, you need that.
That's true.
Because Prograis, he knocked that guy out that he fought.
Yeah.
Haney wouldn't have been calling him like that.
Hell nah.
You know what I mean? So, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it works in your favor because they got there. Okay. Because like you always say styles make the matchup.
It definitely make the matchup. And Boots, you look all of what everybody thought you was in that fight. Yeah, you just looked amazing. And you stopped him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you just didn't win. You stopped that boy. You know what I'm saying? For real though. So like I say, Boots, like I say, man.
Villa a tough motherfucker. And he was gonna die in the ring. Like, he too dumb.
He one of them motherfuckers that die in the ring. He just gonna keep going. It ain't going. I'ma die here. I'm a warrior. You feel what I'm saying? For real.
Boots put some bombs on him.
Nah,
that
he did though. Boots,
that was a good fight.
You looked good, bro. That growth happened so much from that fight to this fight, and you definitely ready. Like, you know, I think they should just go ahead and give you the Keith Thurman fight, man. They should.
But see, but Keith Thurman don't want it.
Oh yeah, he don't.
Thurman don't want that fight. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because
I ain't gonna lie, nobody really want that fight because it's like it's not really a win situation for them. It's like, you feel me? If they win, it ain't for no belt. it ain't for nothing. You stop, always just make it look like you stopped the up and coming star. And if you lose, now you just catapult his shit to greatness. But you really was at the kind of like the end of your shit, so it really didn't take away your greatness and how good it wasn't your prime neither.
Because they call it high risk, low reward.
Yeah, you're right about that.
It's a risk in fighting this guy, man. This guy 24, I think, 25 or some shit like that.
Exactly. No, that's true.
I think he got what? 31 wins, 28 knockouts.
Right.
You feel me? So shit, he haven't knocked every opponent out.
Man,
so
that's
it's like,
true.
but then he's not a money man like that.
Yeah,
it's not gonna generate a gang of money.
Yeah, money.
For
and
one,
it's like I'm about to take this loss at this point in time in my career for not really a big payday. What type of sense does that make?
That's why he's so thirsty for the belts, because when you get the belts, guys gonna want to fight you. You got something where they might want. You feel me?
Yeah,
so,
even if they don't want to fight you, they want that belt, so they'll take that chance.
So,
you're definitely right about that. They definitely gonna take that chance, so that's definitely the truth. But Boots, you looked it good.
They said if Crawford fights Spence at 154 and he loses the belts, and then I think Stanionis would get elevated to the WBA champion, because he's the regular champion. Mm-hmm. The winner out of you guys and Barrios will be elevated to the WBC champion. I think Boots will be in line for the IBF, or he might get elevated. Yeah. I think he's IBF. He will be elevated. So yeah, belts gonna go around.
Nah, they are. I ain't gonna lie. About the change of the belt is coming around all the way. Cause like I say, Devin about to go up to 140. You feel me? So is he gonna play in between that? So
he still hold on to the other three belts.
No matter what niggas want to say about Devin Haney, that nigga gonna fight anybody, bro.
Yeah, he gonna fight.
He gonna fight. He gonna fight. Like I say, when you start running your mouth, they gonna send that contract over. You feel what I'm saying?
He gonna fight.
Yeah, he gonna fight. Like I give him that. That nigga really believes in I'm a boxer, and whether y'all believe it or not, I believe I could beat anybody, and I'm willing to test that I can beat him, win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna at least try that shit. Like, you feel me? So Devin Haney not no hoarder of no belts and all that shit. He gonna give you your opportunity to get down to get that smoke, and he gonna go up and he gonna, like he said, man, he wanted. Like, the thing about this is, look, if he go up there and he be Prograis, like, you feel what I'm saying, for real, man, it look like these niggas trying to do. Like, he trying to get on some Terrence is trying to do. Like,
if he get that belt at 140, then he'll be able to call some shots against Teofimo Lopez. I think that's the fight he wants. It's a money fight.
That's the money fight, and for the get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to snatch your shine again. Now, if Devin do that, he gonna live in Teofimo head for the rest of his life.
Sure.
What I mean is,
definitely,
I step you lost. I took you supposed to have the belts right there from the nigga. You get the belt from him, and I come snatch this shit away from you right after your title defense. After your title defense, I done got you right again.
Teofimo be fucked up, you feel me?
Yeah, he will. I ain't gonna lie.
He just getting himself into a better headspace.
I ain't gonna lie. So Teofimo kind of keep that off for a while. Like, Devin, I think you should go up to 140. Go get them belts. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Fight all the other fighters. Stay away from Gary Anton Russell. You know what I'm saying? For real. Go back to 135. Figure out what you gonna do there. Stay away from Gary Anton Russell.
I don't think he's going back to 135.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. I just think like he's a big boy already.
I ain't gonna lie, and I don't think he's going back neither. But unless it's against Shakur or Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the only thing that's really worth it. You feel me? Like it's really worth it for him like there. But like I say, if he relinquished them belts, it's about to be all out war zone in 135, man. It's gonna be like Mortal Kombat in that shit. Cause everybody gonna be up for grabbing it, going to get it. Now, if he give up them belts, watch Gervonta Tank Davis want to go. Now the belts go mean something.
Yeah, of course. I think he will be in line for the WBA belt. Right. I think he's the regular champion.
Right.
For the WBA. So
you know what I'm saying?
Gervonta will be in line for that. Shakur will be in line for the WBC belt. He fighting November 16th. So
who he fighting?
Probably Frank Martin. So basically, Lomachenko was number one. Devin Haney was the full champion. Lomachenko was one. Shakur was two.
Yeah.
They mentioned Shakur Stevenson. Loma started talking about the war. Like, whatever, though. Now you're going to the war. Like, whatever, though. Like,
right.
But you screaming for a Haney rematch.
Yeah, exactly.
They just mentioned Shakur. Oh, man, the war, man.
Yeah, for real.
All right, bro. Cool on you. So he's number one. Shakur number two.
Exactly.
Pitbull Cruz number three. He the next up to fight Shakur. Exactly. He talking about Tank Davis and chasing that rematch.
You already know what you're trying to do. Come on, man. He getting his highlight off of I Survived Tank. You feel what I'm saying? For real.
Ain't fucking with it then. 4 is William Zepeda. He ain't.
Nah.
Oscar De La Hoya not going to let him go to the zone. I think he's ranked high in the IBF.
Yeah.
he'll probably go that route, and then 5 is Frank Martin. You feel me?
For real. Yeah.
I don't think Frank is scared of him.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I think Frank will definitely take that fight. And one thing I got there too, Frank Martin had a fight last time where he had to overcome so that made him better.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's what's tricky. It seemed like the last 2 times he wasn't on this game and Errol wasn't on this game. Like, I don't know what happened these last 2 times. But, you know what I'm saying? For real, though.
Derrick James fighting some in that water in that camp.
Something over there because even Derrick James in the corner like, boy, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
Like, and then Frank got there and mixed him up and then went back to coasting again until the end. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, but I think, sometimes that happen. I'd rather that glitch happen in that type of fight. Give a shout out to what's the old boy with the curly hair, the heavyweight. He just knocked the old boy out. You like him? He be making the TikTok videos and all that shit.
Oh, Richard Torres.
Yeah, hey, that boy a dog. You see that last one?
Yeah, he a dog.
Man, he a heavyweight, right?
Yep.
Now I ain't gonna lie. Look, man, he's small, but
he can bang. He got heart.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna look, man. He don't give a fuck, bro. If he wasn't he's small, bro. Like if he was the size of Big Baby, you get what I'm saying? It's really over with because that dude got skill for a heavyweight fighter.
He's very skilled.
He's very skilled and got power, and he's a star.
So he like Usyk, like he ain't the biggest guy, but he's so technically sound. You feel me? He got power to be big. But like
I'm giving it up to you. That you got, man, you got that shit done so goddamn quick. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real. So yeah, man, that was a bomb. Like you know what I'm saying? You got that shit up out of there. Like so. Yeah, Richie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with you, man. I fuck with your Instagram. Hey, man, I just like you as a fighter, as a person.
He entertaining.
But you got the skill and the power. He got power, bro. Yeah. He got power.
He nice.
He nice, bro.
He top rank. Top rank is kind of like a young like the Thunder. They got all the top picks, you feel me? But
they do.
But they can't keep them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, they can develop them.
Yeah.
But they can't keep them. You
nah, that's true.
PBC, I don't think they can really develop the guys like that. Yeah. But the bigger guys are already ready. They can promote the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
feel me? You know what I mean?
For real. It's like basically like that's the G League. You feel what I'm saying? And then you go to PBC when you're ready to go to the NBA.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because you work out all your shit there, you build up your shit, and once you already a star, then they can know what to do with you. They don't know how to build you because they old school.
Yeah.
They don't know social media. They don't know how to run all this shit. They advertisement is old school advertisement, so they don't know how to build the fighter up. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, man. It's so many fights that happen, man. That's how we been here. I be thinking about one thing, Abdullah Mason. I'm calling it now. The greatest fighter I've probably ever seen in my goddamn life.
Abdullah Mason.
And I'm not lying to you. I think that is the person that's going to, he's going to interfere with a lot of people's legacy who was supposed to be the man. And that's all I can say. I was giving that to Shakur, and I'm still fucking with Shakur, but I ain't never seen nothing like this kid right here, bro.
I want to see Abdullah fight Kid Austin.
Yeah, he gonna beat Kid Austin ass, man. Kid Austin, you good, but he gonna beat your ass, man. Like, you feel me?
Kid Austin wants to smoke. Like,
and one thing I don't hear. Wait, nobody be calling out Abdullah Mason name though.
Of course not.
Even Keyshawn know me saying his name. And that nigga say everybody's name. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Now, that nigga was going crazy on Frank Martin. And who else he was going crazy? It was 2 people he was going over the thing. Frank and somebody.
Him and Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz. Like, hey, man, Keyshawn, you entertaining this motherfucker, though, bro. I give it up to you. You are definitely a salesman, bro. You are definitely
you seen when he ran into Frank at the fight?
Nah, he did run into Frank. Now, Keyshawn, you had a little trouble in your last fight. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
He knocked him down, but I gave him a B-.
Yeah, B-.
But he did cool, but he could have did better. Yeah,
you need those fights. Like, because if you don't have them fights early, this is what I say, man. You got to have adversity in boxing.
Facts.
Because if you don't have adversity in boxing, you develop a complex that you really unbeatable. And everybody's supposed to believe that. But when you lose, you won't be able to take it. Or when you have it, you turn to Prince Nassim. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga lose one time, and I'll never see that nigga box ever again. Right. And that was just like me and Mike was talking about that the other day. I was like, bro, like when you don't have adversity and you see it, it's just like, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? And like, you know, you gotta have that. So I'm glad that these young boys is catching their little rough fights.
Because you don't want to have adversity like Errol Spence. You feel me? Not to use him, but
is that no? That's true.
He went through all his fights. You feel me? He never had no adversity. Yeah. He walked through everybody that.
Yeah. I can't say he really walked through nobody because Kell Brooks was a good, really close fight. Yep, and Sean Porter was so he had the adversity. Yeah. That's what I give it to him. Right. He had the adversity. Right. That was the thing that I was like, man, you know, he didn't have the fights where, I had to.
But even in them fights, in my mind, he wasn't down. He wasn't gonna lose them fights.
I got what you mean. Feel me? I got what you mean. Like, but I'm talking about it wasn't like a cakewalk.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Yeah, there wasn't that's what I mean. You know, I'm talking about them cakewalk fights. Yeah. Like you say, Big Baby just been cakewalking shit. Boot was just cakewalking shit. And then you get to that shit. Keyshawn, you was just cakewalking shit.
Facts.
And then you get to that. Frank, you was cakewalking shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to that shit. Only one who's still cakewalking shit is Shakur.
Yeah.
Devin, you done had your wars. And that's one thing that's why I say Devin is the most proven, because he has been through the adversity.
Facts.
He done been hit real hard. He done been in a fight where it was close. You feel what I'm saying? He done been in a fight where he had to go over there being an underdog with the pressure. He done took every angle that you done gave to him as adversity. So anything, to be real, and the shit he been through, he done seen everything. Everybody ain't seen everything.
Nah.
Shakur, you have been walking through shit and I think you really gonna just keep walking through shit, to be real.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think you just the fighter that's just soldier. But like I said, man, I'm still giving you one of the greatest fighters of the times. But Abdullah Mason was like a trick bag card that I did not imagine seeing, bro. When it is just how he do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It's effortlessly, you feel me?
Effortlessly, like it is so smooth. It's not even the power. It's that Floyd shit. It ain't got nothing to do with power. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's just amazing. He's a
hit, not be hit.
He's amazing.
He got power. He goes to the body. He got footwork.
19 years old, man.
And then he's so humble, man.
Yes.
Like he's a boxer. You can tell that's all he does is box and chill with his brothers and, you know, have his faith in his religion. But he's just boxing, man. He's not doing nothing else. And that's one thing to get back with Crawford and Spence.
Right.
Crawford don't smoke, he don't drink.
Right, exactly.
I don't know if Spence smoke, but I know he be getting drunk
as
fuck.
Come on, man. Nigga, come on, man. You know, that's why all
that
the
nigga
bullshit
be getting
going
faded
down.
As fuck, you feel me?
Hell yeah, like, you know.
It's funny. Did you see something about he had a argument with his wife before the fight?
Oh, nah.
Okay, King, my son showed me this.
Yeah.
He like, look, Dad, he said, because Dad's posted a meme. I guess one of them like funny guys had like a meme.
Yeah.
And he was fighting with his wife, and like he was Earl Spence. He was fighting with his wife, and he had to drink or whatever the case is. So I already didn't get it.
Right.
So when King sent me the little, they said, look, Dad, and I guess they were saying that he got into it with his wife, I guess, prior to that fight or some shit. And he had a drink or some shit. I don't know how true it is, but it's just been a lot of shit coming out of it.
Like I tell people all the time, man. In success, it's always the outsider shit of the shit that you're trying to be successful in that stop people from getting to where they gotta go. It's never really what the field you working in that stop you from being successful because you in there. It's the block, the interference, like I say, the drugs, maybe the drink, women, gambling, shit that stop people from shit that they, and you're right. Who knows what Earl Spence really be battling in the inside or outside of boxing? You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, because the fact that if that's really true, man, that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real, you about to be in the biggest fight of your life.
Biggest fight of your life.
You having a drink. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, what is going on with you, man? Like,
Because like, even when we was watching it, and he was, I think he was walking to the ring, we was looking at him.
Yeah, he looked
and Daz was like, something not
right
with him. I'm looking at him, I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga looked there high. That nigga looked there super high.
In my mind, I'm like, well, that's good with me. I'm going for Buzz. So that's good for me.
I don't give a fuck what's wrong with him, nigga. I feel you on that part. You feel what I'm
saying? But he didn't. He didn't look right. Even when the second round came, and when Crawford hit him with that shot and put him down, I'm like, oh shit, like Spence is down. Like this is the machine. The guy that
All right.
You know, it's Spence. You feel me? Like, I'm like, oh, shit.
Exactly, man. That's why I say, man.
Then when he couldn't come back, I'm like, okay, usually, you know, a nigga get knocked down. He come back with the bombs and change the fight.
Yeah. It was none of that.
But then, like they were saying, by Crawford going to that southpaw and really being a right-handed fighter, that jab is a power jab.
It's a power jab. It really is a power jab. It's not really a jab. It's a power jab.
It's a power jab.
And that's why I say him going in that southpaw, I can't take away nothing from what he did that night, like, you know, because he turned that shit up from the beginning. You know what I mean? For real. But you're right, Errol, like I say, it's too much shit. You can't have too much shit going on outside the fight, like, you know. But like I said, since I'm getting on this shit, I was like, man, I really think, like, I'm like, so now at the 135, man, 135 so goddamn deep, bro.
It's stacked, bro.
It is stacked, man. If you think about it, come on, man. Well, Shakur, Frank, Keyshawn, Abdullah,
Tank, Haney, fucking Cruz, Zepeda, Andy Cruz, Kambosos, Kid Austin,
Lomachenko still.
Lomachenko,
for real though.
And that shit goes on and on and on. You feel me?
On. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's literally 15 guys. Man, that's
exactly.
Like,
and think about that. Just imagine in a weight class where all the 15 guys really are ranked accurately in the best fighters in the world. But any fight, even if they're not ranked number 1, 2, or 3, you can still lose that night. You get what I mean?
Facts.
That's usually when it be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other people they be ranked because really. But any of these fighters on any given night, you can lose to the top 15 ranked fighters in the world. You can lose to, like, you know,
and they all young,
and they all goddamn young.
All of them young.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, it's like the changing of the guards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for
that's
real.
One of the hottest divisions. That's just like middleweight, 160, man. Middleweight, that motherfucker bear.
And speaking of Gary Anton Russell, good motherfucking knockout a week ago, man. That shit was like,
I still didn't catch it. So who did he fight? He was like a journeyman or something?
Yeah. He was like a journeyman, like, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Dad sent me the highlights on the app.
He was like a journeyman, but that nigga got as a matter of fact, he was like an up and coming fighter. Okay. Yeah, he was an undefeated fighter, you know, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that nigga bruised that boy and got that boy up out of there, man. That dude hit with destructible force.
Antoine Russell, he's just
he hit with it's like destructible force. It's like bombs, heavyweight bombs every time. It's like every one of the punches you feel. It's not a hype punch.
Everyone he don't waste punches. Like
he don't, and they all feel fucking.
You gonna fucking feel them punches. Man,
you gonna fucking feel. And
he's so technically sound, and like you said, power in both hands. You feel me? He's fast as fuck. You feel me?
And he come from a boxing family.
He got great defense.
Yeah, and he got great goddamn defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, and going up to 140, like I say, man. So this fight with Regis and Devin, how sure is this fight looking to happen, you think?
The thing was the date that they had picked. I think that's the date of a UFC fight, or somebody fights that day. Where I think it's Fury and oh boy, something is on that day to where it ain't no point in having it that day. You going against them, you feel me?
Hell no.
You want to maximize the most because at the end of the day, they're not really household names. They're not
really household
ticket sellers. So you going against Fury and Francis and Ngannou, whatever the fuck that don't name is.
Man, like, Fury already. Come on, man.
What I mean?
So know what's going down, man.
That they trying to schedule find a venue in another day. So that's what's the hold up is. You feel me? So. Regis was talking crazy.
Yeah, I heard him say, man, this motherfucker, what type of bullshit is this? But I was like, damn it, what the fuck up with y'all? But I didn't even understand why. But now I get it. Oh, so Regis, man, they got a reason to do that. Y'all know y'all can't compete against that. Let's be real, man. There's a business along with the fighting, man. You feel what I'm saying? You a fighter, but business goes a long way with this situation. And you know that's not a good night to put your fight up against.
Nah.
Like, you know, it just really
you gotta be smart about it, man. You trying to maximize the money and the value of it, man. You gotta be smart about it.
Definitely. You know? That's not the fight you want to fight that night. It's just not. That's not who you want to go.
You want everybody. You want the most eyes you can get watching the fight, man.
And
so
and that's not your night. Like, definitely not against Tyson Fury. Come on, man. Like, for real, y'all ain't there. Like, you know.
Okay, so Shakur against Frank Martin. How you see that fight play out?
All right, now listen. Always gonna sit and say, "Oh yeah, Anthony Joshua." Hold up, that's before we get on that. Let's shout out to Anthony. Hey man, Derrick James Derrick James is turning you around, man. You looking better and better and better, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. At 2 fights, you feel what I'm saying? Give him another. I say he need 2 more. Like, you get what I'm saying?
He trying to go straight into the Wilder fight.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Wilder gonna put that boy down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Look, man, you got to really develop into this new fighter. Like I say, come on, man. Like I say, it's only one person that man ain't put to sleep.
Yeah, Fury.
I mean, for real though,
he beat everybody else.
Everybody else, knockout ratio the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, Anthony Joshua, you got to develop into this new fighter. He gonna turn you back into your old self with that punch.
But see, that's the thing. Trying to develop you at 33 is kind of hard because I think if he get the 2 or 3 more fights, then possibly cool. But if he just go into this Wilder fight, you gonna start getting hit with them bombs. You gonna go back to your old self. Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta, like I said, man. It take a good amount of time to break a habit. You feel what I'm saying? For real, and that's what I mean. Like, I seen this fight, I was like, oh man, okay, now you could tell the tweaking of Derrick James. Like, Derrick James is really a great coach. Fuck the bullshit they trying to say. Hey man, everybody lose, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, man, is a great coach, man, because he got some winners, man. Like, remember what you want to say? He got champions. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, though.
Definitely.
Like, you know, so give a shout out to Anthony Joshua. I would like to see you fight a little 2-3 more fights before you take that Wilder fight, man. That's not something to just go into before the end of the year.
But I think he know any fight that he's in, he has a chance to lose, you feel me? Because, you know, he's a flawed fighter, you feel me? So I think at this point, maximize the money, man.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like,
it's like, if I got 3 losses, what the fuck is 4?
Yeah, well, right. What the fuck is 4? Like, for real though. And I had a big payday, and I lost to Wilder. I ain't lose to no chicken. You know what I'm saying? Coop. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real though. So it's definitely. But like I say, man, shout out to you going up over there.
Yeah, definitely shout out to AJ.
Who else went over to Derrick James recently too?
Ryan Garcia.
Like, you know what I'm saying? For real.
And
like,
I just seen him in the gym with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah. I seen him in the gym with Floyd Mayweather too. Like, you know, so. Like I say, man, Derrick trying to load that staple up, like, you know what I mean, for real. But heck yeah, but shout out to Joshua. So now let's go into the other back to the shit, back for Shakur and Frank. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, I'm always gonna go with Shakur Stevenson because, like I say, I think he is one of the greatest fighters of his time. I just think that he got it. He has it. I really don't see too many people beating him. Only person I give a slight edge, not even an edge to, is just due to the fact that by the time they fight, Devin Haney gonna been going through so much, and Devin Haney is getting better, whether people want to really believe it or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. He's better than what you thought he was going to be, and he's overcoming shit that you thought he wasn't gonna overcome. So that means he has to get better. So that's the fight that I'm ready. But be real, come on, man. I fuck with Frank Martin. I think Frank Martin could definitely, I would rather see Frank Martin fight Gervonta Tank Davis because I think that he would give him the work. You feel what I'm saying? For real. And that's where you would see the flaws in that boy when he fights somebody who move, who fast, and who gonna hit your ass hard too. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. But who not into getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But against Shakur, I'm gonna always give it to Shakur. I'm gonna give it 60-40. Like, you know, it's Shakur Stevenson, man. At this point in time, I really don't see nobody beating him. You feel me? Only one person I just think probably could beat him is Abdullah Mason. It's not going to happen yet. That boy got to come up. But I just think, it's like when I see Shakur, I was for sure that I was seeing a fighter other times. I've never changed that in my whole boxing time. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I see a fighter, be like, nah, this nigga the man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nobody touching him. And then you tell me about somebody, in a month, 2-3 later, I see this little dude right here, and I'm like, God damn. And then as I keep watching, I'm like, man, this shit look like, this is God-given. Yeah. Shakur has the skill, the training, the dedication, and he just such a student of boxing, he turned himself into just, this nigga just was born with it on that day. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like, you get what I mean? Shakur, nigga, you have that great skill, you have that IQ, you have that. But it's your hard work, your dedication, your push, your IQ, your love for the game, your love for the sport, your eye, your watch, your test, your defense, your this. But it's just like they just gave it to that little boy. Yeah. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like something just was touching like, ming, you know what I'm saying? For real though. So it's like now, like I said, I'm not just counting Frank Martin out. because, like I say, adversity. When I see him have adversity, and he was trying to, you could tell that wasn't his night, but he kept pushing himself.
Yeah, definitely.
That it showed me something like, oh, even when it ain't his night, he gonna push it.
Frank gonna keep pushing.
He may not be able to keep it up because you could tell he was off, but he was like, I ain't gonna let this shit go. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real though, I'm gonna go ahead and and then he got out there and put him down in a 12 round. Like, man, for real, to make him touch that canvas. Like, you feel what I'm saying? To say, okay, I got that. So like, one thing, Frank got good feet. Really good feet.
Athletic, definitely.
He's very athletic. Got really good feet, really fast. Have some power on him too. Like, you know what I mean? For real. But it's Shakur Stevenson. It don't matter what you got. Can you land?
He can neutralize anything.
That is the point. He can neutralize anything.
Any style.
And unless that's why I say the Devin Haney, I'm only giving that fight, because that's going to be a chess match. It's just on who brain is working better that night. It ain't got nothing to who figures out the person that night and keep computing, because that's going to be a chess match for 12 rounds. Definitely. So that's why I give, you get what I'm saying? If you can't give Shakur Stevenson a chess match, I don't really think you can win. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean. It's like, that's why I'm like, but like I say, man, they have a great coach in the corner that they usually listen to. Like he would, even that time when he was tripping, he was trying to listen to him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? He just this night night, like, you know. But any given time, that man, they listen to their coach, like, you know. So who knows what they're working on? But like I said, man, that's Shakur Stevenson, man. What you see really going on with the fight? How do you see it? We know it ain't no knockout. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Shakur really don't be knocking shit out. He knocking Frank Martin.
If it's gonna be a knockout, it's gonna be Frank Martin knocking him out.
Yeah.
I think Shakur is just, man. He's
how many rounds you see it?
They go 12.
No, how many rounds you give? A what to what round?
I'll probably give it. I think Shakur will probably win like 9-3, some shit like that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That's Shakur Stevenson, man. Like
he a different animal, man.
Yeah, that defense. Like I said, I heard somebody talking. Greg Harrogate.
Greg Hackett,
Hackett,
I follow him.
I fuck with old boy shit, man. He real knowledgeable, and he give it a real. He was saying, they was asking him the other night, they was like, who's your greatest defensive fighters of all times? And he even put Shakur in there already. Yeah. And they was like, why? He's like, man, I'm talking about defense only. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving he's gonna be a great fighter, but defense, come on, man. He neutralizes every. Oh shit, hold up. Well, let's go into that. Let's get on the Navarrete. We forgot this.
I was about to bring that up.
Okay, man. We're going to get back to Frank and Shakur because we can go deep into this.
I was going to bring up Navarrete and
it just popped in my head just now when I was talking about somebody missing. No, it just made me think of it.
I had him and Valdez, and I had Inoue and Fulton. I was just going to wait to bring
exactly.
Bring them out.
Exactly, for real. So
Navarrete, man, he's an awkward fighter, man.
He is.
When you're an awkward fighter and your output is 150 punches around, and you don't get tired, and you throwing lunging uppercuts, and
I ain't gonna lie,
and shit landing. It looked goofy and awkward, but that shit was landing,
Oscar Valdez's eye looked at like, woo, shit. You feel what I'm saying? For real.
I really want to see Navarrete and Shakur. You feel me? They always was kind of close.
Yes.
And then when Navarrete come on, Shakur go up. So they kind of been kind of close
to it, like for real.
Because I know his style can stop Navarrete, but he keeps coming. So it's Shakur. I know he's a defensive fighter, but
you're gonna be doing defense
Valdez,
all night.
You know, that's what I'm saying. He gonna keep coming, man. So he's gonna land something eventually. You feel me? He gonna land something,
and that's let you know, like I say, when your bell get rang, what do you do?
What do you do
when that happens? Because Navarrete is going to land a good shot. He gonna land sure. He gonna land. He not gonna land how he's supposed to. But like I said, man, Shakur Stevenson have a way of making people who you think gonna land a punch,
man, look goofy.
You feel me, man? Like for real.
And shout out to Valdez, man, because he took a lot of punishment.
He
fight,
did,
man.
He
went out on this shield, man.
Yeah, that's one thing. He gonna fight, man. He gonna fight, bro. He's gonna fight. He gonna leave it all out there on the line, and he's gonna fight, man. Like
he could have won that fight because he had success against Navarrete, but the punch output, man, he just couldn't. He couldn't keep up with him, and then when he got hurt, you can tell in the fighter face. Some guys get cut. Like, I seen Kid Austin eating his blood. You seen that shit?
Yeah,
like he was eating his blood, like nigga, like a fucking tiger. Like he didn't give a fuck, but you can see in Valdez's face that it was bothering him. You feel me? You can just tell like it was fucking with him. You feel me?
It really was though.
He like, fuck, man, I'm in the same position again. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, but this time I'm getting a beating, a hard hitting punishment, eye closing. It was like the different version. Shakur just gave you outclassed you and you couldn't touch nothing, and he just punched the shit out your ass.
Punched the shit out of you, bro, nonstop.
You made it through both fights. You feel what I'm saying? But you got beat. It would, like I say, it's rather sometimes to get knocked the fuck out than go through a long ass fight.
You get knocked out, you pop back up, whatever the case is.
But to get beat up,
beatings, man, that shit.
On the mental, it fucks you up more.
Facts.
It's like a beating, like
facts. And that's why when they talking about Spence need to retire, Valdez need to retire, man. He been in a lot of wars, man.
He have been in a lot of wars. Like, he better before you start talking. Different. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to keep them brain cells.
Like Crawford said, man, I'm gonna retire on top. The sport not gonna retire me. I'm gonna retire when I'm ready. It's not gonna retire me. You feel me?
Like, definitely. So that Navarrete, hey man, you don't stop, bro.
And basically, shit, him at 130. Yeah. It's really nobody there. You feel me?
What about Shushu?
I think Shushu at 126.
He 126?
Well, I even if he is at 130, I don't think they're going to get him the fight. I think he can definitely hang with him. But I don't think they going to.
Skill-wise, you feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
Skill pay the bills. That's one thing I did learn about that. You can have all the power in the world, but skill pay the bills.
I don't think Top Ray going to put him in there with him like that.
It's too early. It's too early. They still building him. Like that's the only person I can see that got the potential. Ain't nobody else.
What about your boy, Shockey?
Oh shit!
He at 130.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look, man.
Boy, Shockey.
Come on, man. That dude got skill, man. Hey, that dude got a comeback career.
How would that fight play out with him and Navarrete?
Look, man. As long as you get out the way, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Well, and I ain't gonna lie, he be throwing punches, a lot of punches his damn self. So I ain't gonna lie, if you can stay out the way and get your punches off, like I say, and that dude got skill. You feel what I'm saying? That'd be a good ass fight. That'd be a good fight. Yeah,
and he ain't scared of Navarrete.
He ain't scared of nobody, man. Like I say, man, come on, man. He ain't scared of nobody. So
other than that, I don't really see nobody at 130.
Ain't really nobody at 130 I could really think about. Like, you know what I'm saying, for real. If I was, like I said, Keyshawn Davis, if he go down 5 pounds, he got that. Yeah. That's what he really should do that, man. Don't waste your time because you're not gonna get the belt no time soon, bro. You too, even though you got the talent for sure, it's the game. You feel me? So you might as well go down to 130, get them 5 pounds off. Go ahead and be the champion down there and wait till whoever play their position up here. And then as soon as they out of there, you go clean it up. You're going to be one step behind everybody, but hey, you're going to make your legacy.
You're still going to be right there. You feel me?
But at least you ain't getting he ain't going to get no title chance. When you really think realistically he going to get a chance at a title? How many years you really think?
Probably, I'll say early 2025. You feel me? Because if Haney let the belts go, just say he let him go at the end of this year. This year almost over with. Shakur gonna fight for the WBC. Devontae gonna get the WBA, then the IBF and the WBO. You feel me? So they gonna whoever's in the front. I think Keyshawn is in all the rankings. I think the highest he is maybe 5. Yeah, he's between 5 and 8, 5 and 9 on all of them. So
see what I mean?
Once them guys get the belts, the top guys, then he'll move up to 3 or 2, you feel me? You know what I mean? So he still had to build his profile up.
And that ain't going to be like the 25. Yeah. So if you go drop down to 130, you feel what I'm saying?
You should get an instant title shot.
You'll get an instant title shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And you can go ahead and get your belt there, do your thing there, and then wait till see where it's going to be, how it clear out after this, and let them people get their defense fights and get that shit. And then they're going to have to give, somebody going to have to give you the opportunity.
Definitely.
You're going to be able to fight whoever got them belts. You're going to get the chance by 25. But that's a whole nother fucking year and a half. You know what I'm saying? From now, like, really. So it's like you might as well go ahead and just try to go.
So he need to fight like Kid Austin, Andy Cruz. Yep. Fight them guys where they not household names, but you get them on your resume.
Yeah,
like it's gonna look good. You feel me?
You're the prospect stopper. That's what you should grow with. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Stopping all the up and coming prospects. Like, you know?
Facts.
Like, but I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you ain't getting no chance at that belt realistic. I don't care how you sell yourself, bro. I'll fuck with you to 25 and to be real. Yeah, like, definitely. It's really not happening.
And,
like, you know?
And that's still a long shot in 25. You feel me? You know what I mean? So
it really is. Like, you know what I mean? Because now it's like, okay, now that who gonna take that fight? Now they're taking a chance. You get what I'm saying?
It's like it's high risk, low reward.
High risk, low reward. Once again, it's like, ooh, now we got the belts. It's like, I don't want to fight that boy. Mm-hmm. I don't want to fight him neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real,
he has to get into a position where he forces a mandatory, like Tim Tszyu.
Exactly.
He beat all these guys where they had to give him the belt. Like, you got to get one of these belts, bro. Like,
now you did, because he really earned that shit.
Like, he can't, yeah.
So that's definitely true. Like, you know, so, all right, so, like I say, back to the Shakur and the Frank. Like, you know, 9-3, yeah, I could definitely see it like that, you know. Yeah, I could definitely see it like that. Just because, like, Frank is a really great fighter. I think he really got a chance of beating anybody else besides Shakur. Like,
definitely.
I think it'll be a good fight between him and Keyshawn. I think he could beat Gervonta Davis. Like, for real, I ain't gonna even lie. I think it's a good fight with anybody else. Yeah. I think it's a good fight with Shakur because he's just a good fighter. But it's just if you can't get a game plan together when you can't land nothing. We seen that happen with Floyd.
It's gonna be an uphill battle, man.
And time again. Everybody got the game plan, and then when you get out there the first round, you can't get it. The second round, you can't get it. By the sixth round, if you ain't landing no punches, and the person just doing what they want to you, it mentally do something to you.
That's why they in negotiations. What I've been hearing too is they might take the IBF route. You feel me? Because if he lose to Shakur, he's going to drop down in the rankings. He might not get another belt.
You're right about that.
Or he can go to IBF way, get a belt. Now when they do fight, it's a unified
that do make sense.
Championship match. You feel me?
That's what I say. So all right, so you say the IBF route. Who gonna get the IBF party belt?
I think Frank Martin is either 1 or 2 or 3 for that. You feel me?
All right. So, and what belt would Shakur get if Devin?
The WBC. He the green one.
And who would get the IBF belt?
Frank Martin. Frank Martin is in the top.
No, so they're gonna get. He would. Yeah, give him the belt.
No, he would have to fight for it. You feel me?
Who would he probably? Who do you say would go? They would probably give that IBF belt to.
Martin, because I think Martin is ranked 2 in IBF.
Okay.
I think Shakur is 1 or.
Okay, so he would have to fight for the belt,
but he would have to fight for it.
Oh, but he'd be in.
Yeah.
Okay, so
only one
that's be a vacant belt that he's fighting to get. Okay, I got what
only
you're saying.
one that's elevated is Gervonta. He's the regular WBA champion.
And what belt would he get?
Who?
Gervonta.
WBA.
Oh, the WBA.
He's like the regular champion, so he would get elevated. Shakur got to fight for the WBC,
and Frank got to fight the WBA.
IBF. Yeah.
Okay, I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying now. Now that
so he go that route because I think because I know the guy that he would fight is not.
Right,
it's not a good guy. It's just it's just some bum with a puffed up record. You feel me?
Exactly, and that'd be that belt. And Shakur, that would be smarter for both of them to do that. Go get this belt, y'all get this belt, and now if somebody get 2 belts,
because if he loses Shakur and you trying to go get a belt with 1 loss, they gonna be like, man, I ain't fucking with you. If you go that route, you feel me?
It's definitely it build up your resume more and make the fight more, and it make it for 2 belts. So.
But see that's why with Boots, he had a chance to activate the WBO with Shakur. I mean with Crawford and the IBF with Spence. He went the IBF route. You feel me? So that's why Crawford like, well, nigga, you was my mandatory. Why you didn't go that way?
Yeah, you're right.
You wanted to fight me?
Yeah, that is definitely the guy.
You was my mandatory. You could have been like, I'm going this way, but you went the IBF way. That's what Spence had.
Man, you right about that. And when you think about that, hey, that's the goddamn truth, man. You could have went that way, man.
Went that way.
Yeah, he could have. You know
he was 1 on both WBO, IBF.
Oh yeah, man.
He went the IBF way. You feel me? So that's why when that belt, when Crawford loses that belt, it automatically goes to Ennis.
Oh yeah,
Ennis automatically get it, and Stanionis automatically get the WBA belt.
And
then the winner out of Ugis and Barrios get the WBC, and the WBO. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
but yeah.
Okay, yeah, now I see.
That's what Crawford. He like, well, why you went that way? You came this way.
Man, if that's what you
activated it,
if that's what you really wanted to do, me? You feel what I'm saying? For real, if that's what you really wanted.
So then Boots was like, no, we went this way because of this. The matchup was better.
It sounds nice.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? For real, that shit sounds
that
nice.
Shit be tricky,
yeah,
bro.
For real. Okay, now I see what you're saying. I think that Frank, maybe you should do that.
Yeah,
and Shakur, you should do that. So now, all right, but who the fuck is Gervonta Davis gonna fight?
He's in line to fight Pitbull Cruz or Chris Colbert. Just safe matchups, man.
You know what I'm saying, man? What is this? Really, I was saying that to really call out what I was trying to fucking say. You feel what I'm saying? Because we talk about Frank fighting Shakur, and that's risky, and Shakur fight for real. Nigga, who are you going to fight, this dude man? Fight? Who are you going to fight? Come on, man. Chris, you going to knock Chris Colbert out, man. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, my God. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like,
I mean, Tank is carefully matched.
No, he is. Come on, he's the money maker. I get it, man. It's like the setup. It's like Pitbull Cruz. Come on, man. You beat that man with one fucking hand, and you beat him with one hand. Didn't even have to knock him out. You beat him with one hand.
Because see, the Pitbull Cruz is like Floyd Madonna, where Madonna was throwing them punches. Yeah. It looked cool. Yeah. But then when you break the fight down, he threw a flurry of 16 punches and landed 2.
Right, exactly.
That.
Right.
And that's what Pitbull Cruz is. It's going to keep the fans, but he's not even touching.
But he got 2 hands this time. He gonna knock you the fuck out. And that's just the truth. You going to sleep this time. So that's why I say that's like, all right. So after you fight Pitbull Cruz, then you fight Pitbull Cruz. When nigga, who are you going to fight?
See, that's the thing. Long as you getting paid top dollar to fight these guys,
you're right.
Why would I fight would I fight a Frank Martin or Shakur?
Hell no.
If I'm getting the same money I'm gonna get to fight these to fight.
You're right about
Pitbull
that.
Cruz and Colbert.
Yeah, why the fuck?
I'm going that way.
Why the fuck? And I get it. In his position, I truly get it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because why would he do that? Like, you know, but my thing is like, come on, bro.
Let the Shakurs, the Haneys fight, the Lomachenkos, let them cancel each other out. You feel me?
Right. And I'll be the last man standing due to me taking on this.
You got a loss, and I'm sitting there 40-0.
Yeah, Floyd can keep running. Look at him, man. Devontae don't got no losses. And to the people who don't know what's going on, and it looks real good. And to the person who watching this shit, you start going to be like for real though. Like and then, like I said, the other day I seen Shakur just retracted all his words. You feel what I'm saying? First he said, ain't no way in hell Tank a fight up. You feel? Then Tank said, hey, the nigga talk shit in my face and then show up to my fight. Then Shakur, because he's like, well, shit, Devin gone now, and my only payday really is this nigga. Hey man, I think Tank can fight me. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Shit, it's getting thin. You want that money, man. Tank's the guy.
I ain't gonna lie,
he's the money man.
It's not thin due to the competition. It's thin due to the money now. Like, because now that Devin Haney's gone, you feel me? Ain't no other. Yes, it'll be great fights for all y'all to fight each other, but it ain't going. The only money maker up in the weight class is goddamn Tank.
That's it.
That's really it. Like, you know, you'll get all the belts and you'll be defending all the niggas, but until y'all just one of you niggas fight that nigga, it's really the money maker is there.
It ain't gonna matter.
Because to be real though, now one thing I can say, if Keyshawn get a chance, he could become a money maker. Yeah, he's a showman.
Yeah,
he's definitely entertaining to where if anybody could get a fight with Gervonta, will be Keyshawn just to do for his showmanship in the next 2-3 years.
That shit was so funny when him and Frank got into it. That nigga like, I'm gonna fuck you up, Frank. Really? Frank like, nigga, I ain't no punk.
First of all, Frank was so calm, like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking to? Nigga, that nigga Frank was like, first of all, Frank stopped his interview to go after him. That's how you know Frank wanted to smoke. Frank was in the middle of the interview
Frank tired of that. He seen that and he said, what?
Oh yeah, hold up. If that nigga over there, hold up, man. That nigga went over there and say, for real though. So like I say, Keyshawn, that nigga funny though, bro. You entertaining. And I ain't gonna lie. If anybody can get that fight against Gervonta Davis, not due to for skill wise, it's you, because you're a salesman. In the next 2 years, you definitely gonna be a household name for sure. And you can get that fight, and I can see him getting that fight before anybody else. You feel me? Forced Frank Martin. You get what I'm saying? He ain't fight Shakur. I don't give a goddamn cold damn hell. That nigga give up the belts and everything before he take that fight. He's not fighting him. We know he's not fighting him. He's not fighting Devin. No, he's not fighting Shakur. He can get forced to Frank, and Keyshawn gonna be such a money draw in. He'll get that fight with Gervonta. You know what I'm saying? So, Inoue Fulton.
Man, that was, I ain't gonna lie, I had Inoue, but I didn't think he was gonna smoke Fulton, because I bet it on Fulton.
Yes,
because Fulton was plus 300. I'm like plus 300. Like, man, he got a chance to win this fight. Like, right, exactly. I like Inoue, but I didn't think. Man, I think he had a bad night, man.
Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, I'm gonna say it. Listen, I don't know for fact, so don't nobody sue me. They juicing over there on the other side, on the east somewhere. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nigga, I'm definitely going on record to say it. I ain't gonna say no names, but I believe the juice is some hidden juice over there. Them niggas doing in the lab. Juice, huh? Because man, come on, man.
He put the bombs on that boy.
The East is the knockout artist. What the fuck is going on here? Like, we know, I ain't got to say no more because I don't want nobody saying no bullshit, but get the fuck out of here, man. Like, for real, though. But, like, I give it up to anyway, man. The guy, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see, that's another fight I did not see going like that. It's just he could not.
I knew he had the power.
No, come on, that's like, for sure.
I knew he had the power, but I knew Scoot was Scoot a dog.
You feel me? Like, dog. You know what I mean? He's definitely a dog.
So I was really trying to see, like, okay, is this dude really the truth? You feel me? Because the guys that he fought, I knew, damn, what's the dude name? He fought the fuck, I
can't remember his name. Yeah, that's what we saying.
But he was basically shit. He was one of the greatest fighters of his generation. The little Mexican fighter dude or whatever. But I really kind of wanted to see him against a black fighter.
No, exactly.
He came in there, man.
Ain't gonna lie, that
jab
power,
looked good. The power,
that power, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was like, nigga, when you getting hit with power like that, it's hard to get your shit together. Yeah. It's just It's just like every time
and I stayed up for that fight. I remember I called off work. On my job, just looking at this. But I called off work. I wanted to sit down and really watch this fight. And I sat there and I watched the fight.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, it was.
I was even when I was watching it, I was kind of like dozing, but I was up. And I was like, damn, like
I ain't gonna lie,
he really fucking this dude up.
He was fucking them up. I was like, man, what is going on here? Like I was like, God damn, this is not what I thought this was gonna look like. I thought this was gonna look like a good fight, and if old boy got it, he was gonna catch him, but not keep catching him like that. that's what I was like. What is going on here?
He rocked with that last. I said, oh shit! Yeah. I ain't never seen Foden. That was like his first time going down. Like
damn, bro, it was that power is crazy, man.
So Fulton, what he said is he's moving up to 126.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So he's gonna try to get a belt at 126.
Okay, yeah.
So because Inoue gonna unify at the end of this year against Marlon Tapalis. You feel me? So they both got 2 belts. So they said if Inoue beat him and be undisputed at 122, he gonna move up to 126. Oh. And Fulton want to get them belts. So nigga, I'm already gonna be right. You gonna have to come through me. You feel me? You want to be back at 126.
I get it.
Fulton like he need that back. You feel me?
And that's good to say he need that back because he do need that back because that power that nigga was.
But like with him and Spence, he didn't make no excuses. He gave him his props, and you feel me? He said, the better man won. Yeah, exactly. I'll be back. You feel me? I can respect fighters like that,
now you
bro.
gotta respect that nigga be back. Hey man, come on, that's all you can do, man. That's a part of the fighting game, man.
And even I read the comments like they fucking Fulton over there. Yeah. You feel me? Like
yes, definitely.
They like he came over there. He was cordial. You feel me?
Exactly.
He came over there. They like some guys was just saying I made I got me a new favorite fighter. You feel me? Like what I mean? Like
exactly. Like you feel what I'm saying for real. So that's definitely I'd like to see that going down.
Yeah.
At 126. Like you know what I mean? Like for real. Like, that'll definitely be a good bomb ass fight.
Man, you see they trying to get Tank and Inoue to fight?
Yeah, I'm seeing that shit right there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a lot to bite off of Inoue, you feel me?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, shit, yes. Because it's different when you got the power. But when a nigga hit you back with that power, can you take that? You feel what I'm saying? Like for real though. And I don't know if that's the person you want to play power with. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
that's the fight you don't want to play power with. Because if you want to play that game, you going to sleep, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Going to sleep, bro.
Yeah, you going to sleep. You feel what I'm saying? For real though. So I ain't gonna lie now. Yeah, if they could get him to do that shit, like you feel what I'm saying? For real, that'd be crazy. Like, that would be crazy. That'd be a good ass fight though.
Definitely.
You'll just be watching who about to get knocked the fuck out.
Man, that'll be because you got the black fan base and the Japanese fan base, and you put them together. See, that's the fight Tank want.
Yeah,
that's why he want to fight Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the fan base.
You know what he doing, man? Tank, just like I say, man, he the Mayweather effect.
Come on, man. Yeah, of course.
Don't lose. Draw the big ticket by fighting background, mostly culturally motivated fights.
Sell the fight. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to come out throwing the bombs, and the fight come, nigga. You jabbing.
Exactly.
If you already in soda, you gonna knock this nigga out and got the pay per view. Niggas done already paid for it.
Show the fuck.
And now you boxing like a motherfucker. You feel me?
That's exactly what the fuck it is. Man, for real. Like I say, man. I can see. Like I say, okay. So all right. So Ryan gonna stay at 140 now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, like I say, man. I believe that fight made him a better fighter. And he finally got off the social media and became a boxer that night. You get what I mean? You definitely known as a boxer now.
You only can go so long, man, trying to hide behind the facade, man. Like you gonna get in them fights and they gonna really it's gonna show. Exactly. You feel me? Like all them shit on social media, you punching the thing 1,000 times. That shit don't equate to shit in that ring, bro.
Really
you feel me?
Like,
so
you know what I'm saying? For real.
I think he needs to fight Rolly Rolando. That way he can get if he can get that belt from Rolly.
Yep.
Devin get that belt against from Regis.
Yep.
And Teofimo got the belts. Yeah. Now
it's back to the king shit. Like,
and if what's his name can get the other one, your boy
Gary Anton.
Now you got Russell Haney, Teofimo, and
140 looking cold as a mother for this. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like for real, now 140 looking. Woo wee! You feel what I'm saying? For real.
Now you top heavy. You feel me?
Oh, hold up! Before let's not get out here with the Boo Boo and the David Benavidez.
Oh yeah, Boo Boo and Boo. Okay, I got Boo Boo straight up.
I got Boo Boo too. I'm just hoping that Boo Boo ain't Father Time ain't caught up with him. You get what I'm saying? Because he is getting older and
see, he ain't been in no wars. That's the good thing. He ain't took no punishment.
Now you right about that. Like, he has not took no punishment.
Him and Crawford ain't took no punishment.
So that really make their years. Yeah. It don't make them old at that age. It make them actually their age. Like, you get what I'm saying? For real though. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Now if that fight happened right there, Boo Boo finally getting a chance. And David, you get a chance to become a superstar. Yeah. Because what I mean is you already done putting yourself up there and nobody want to fight you. But now, like I said, I really thought you could have beat Caleb Plant because I was going because he got the skill, but he don't got the power to hold nobody off.
And he gas out.
Yeah, and he gas out. Like, you feel me? Like that's like I said, Caleb Plant had stamina and had power. He a totally different fighter. You feel what I'm saying? For real though, he could have beat Canelo and he could have beat what you call him. Like, so you are a good fighter. He just not blessed with those two things. Like, you know, and that's just the truth. Now, David Boo, like I say, man, to be real, anybody want to know? I'm a Spence fan. I'm a fan of a whole lot of people, but my favorite fighter is Demetrius Bouboundre in fighting. Like, that's just always been. It's the fighter that I see with the skill that nobody just want to fight.
Hell no.
They say that every time. Even Sean was saying it, like, to be real, man, look, it could be past the time, but he really the fighter nobody really wanted to fight, man. They all say it. Like, he's the fighter that you don't want to fight because you don't know what you getting in here.
He first off, he left-handed. Right. You feel me? He got power. He's unorthodox. He got defense. You feel me?
You can't train for this dude.
Nah.
You don't even know what to train for. That's why I say that's the fighter that nobody want to fight.
Benavidez has to knock him out. I don't think he can win on the scorecard.
Yeah, hell nah.
You are
not outboxing Demetrius Bouboundre.
And you gotta think the first 6 rounds of that fight. Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Benavidez was frustrated.
Yeah, he was.
Caleb Plant was doing the right thing.
The difference between Caleb Plant and Boo Boo is you gonna be swole up if he getting you like that for 6 rounds.
Boo Boo got power, and Boo Boo he gonna take it to you. You feel me? Like,
he gonna take it to you. Yeah.
See, thing is, he haven't been in a firefight because nobody challenged him to be in a firefight. You feel me? Like,
and this the one thing we're gonna out the show is maybe him not being in a firefight, he ain't deal with the adversity. But it also might show you, hey man, I've been waiting to show y'all what I really got.
Just like Crawford, bro, the same thing. Like, exactly, he been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, exactly. You're right about that.
He been waiting for this moment all this time, bro.
He has been waiting for that moment of time. And I ain't gonna lie, this could candidate Bouboundre into a star overnight too.
Yeah, just like Canelo said when they asked Canelo who would be the winner. He said, he said Boo Boo. Yeah. And they like, I thought you said he was a terrible fighter. And he didn't say nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, he's a terrible fighter. He's a fucking problem for me.
No, he's a terrible fight. Yeah. That's what it is. This is a terrible fight. I don't know. Listen, I've never seen a fighter like, man, it's like I say, man, it's like, it was with this. With Floyd, it was like, you know what he's going to do, but you can't do nothing for it. Yeah. Because that's why you can't win. You know he's shoulder rolling, you know, but you just can't find the end. You can watch all the tape you want on how he rolling, but you just ain't gonna never be able to touch him. When you watch Demetrius Bouboundre, you don't know what the fuck you gonna do. You don't really know what you can't because he's so unorthodox. I know he gonna jab. You don't know what this nigga gonna do. You don't know if he about to come out there with an uppercut. He about to come out there fast. He about to come out there straight bombing. You don't know if he gonna jab you.
And punches coming from everywhere.
And then the defense, man.
Yeah. He don't get credit for his defense like that. But he's a very sound and assertive fighter, man.
Yeah, he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Excellent. So like I say, Benavidez, if you don't get him up out of there, it's a long night for you, boy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And one thing about Boo Boo too, listen, if he really see that you up to his skill, Paul, he can knock it. That's one thing about Boo Boo. He knocked niggas down fast. Yeah. Like it didn't. I think he really don't knock them out
because he getting bored in the ring with them guys, bro. And I really
him, think he don't end the fight because he be like, nigga, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna fight. So let me just knock him down to show you this. I think he get in there and be like, let me see where his skill at. Oh, it ain't there. So let me just play. Let's just fight tonight because I might not fight for another year and a half. So I'm gonna just let it go 12 because I don't know when I'm gonna get out here again.
Facts.
But if he get in there and Benavidez, he see that you that, and then now he show you he this, he might take you out early, bro.
Yeah, facts.
And I ain't gonna even lie to you because he gonna be like, oh, this ain't he is up to the skill level where I need him to be. So now I'm really gonna have to put him down. I can't play with him for 12. I gotta get him out of here early, or I'm gonna just unorthodox his ass for motherfucking 12 fights. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I keep telling you, man. Age, like I say, that's one thing when you hear all boxers say the same thing. It's never a boxer that I ever hear that say, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre is not a problem. They all say it. Sean Porter say this all the time. He be like, man, Boo Boo my guy. I think he is the man. Just the time. You know what I'm saying? For real, we don't, like, one thing about boxing, you could be heyday and a month later now, age just got to you.
Yeah,
it ain't even a war. It's just like your body. Like, remember when Kobe wasn't Kobe no more? When was Jordan wasn't Jordan no more? Like, you know, you seen it. It was like, man, I'm looking at Kobe, but that ankle just keep going out. Man, he ain't Jordan. He ain't Jordan. LeBron is the only nigga that you look at that you be like, what the fuck is
still
this?
Going strong.
Going on, nigga. I don't know. It's like, what the fuck? That's the only time you ever seen. Everybody got a favorite. You feel me?
Right.
Like I say, when I knew. Tarver fight is when I knew it was over for Roy Jones. But he didn't know it was over. The nigga still don't know it's over.
Hell no.
Nigga, that was almost 20 years ago. The nigga still don't know it's goddamn over. When Roy Jones went to sleep in that fight.
04. That was a long time ago, bro.
04, my nigga. Roy Jones went to sleep in 04 and it's about to be 2024.
19 years ago.
And this nigga still trying to fight. Nigga, it been over for you since 2004.
But that's what happens when you don't have your business in line with your.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie, that's true.
With your how you are.
Terrence was saying, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like, nigga. So it's like,
because even when I was growing up, I don't remember Mayweather. I remember Roy being the man. Like,
man, Roy,
he was the man. Mayweather was after De La Hoya fight. Bro, he kind of catapulted.
If Roy Jones retire after he win the belt for heavyweight belt for Ruiz,
it's rap.
It's no talk about who's the motherfucking man. Because the one loss he got was not a lose. It was a whooping that nigga ass that he hit him on the ground.
I think it was like Montel Griffin or some shit like that.
And he knocked that nigga out in the second round, beat the dog shit out
there. Man, that was crazy.
So you know what that was. But that's what happened. The greatest thing in the world is saying, never go past your mark. You feel what I'm saying? For real. When you set out for a goal, he couldn't. After that, bro, it was nothing no more you could do, bro. Roy Jones started at what weight class he started at?
He started at, I think, because he was at middleweight. I think he started at like 154, 147.
147.
Something like that.
To go all the way up to the
heavyweight.
Heavyweight, man. What? It's no more weight classes for you. You did everything.
He didn't. But that's what happens when you don't maximize that money. Like you said, he did all this.
Yes.
Was fucking Roy Jones. Fucking
y'all must have forgot.
Bruh, come on, bro.
Like, playing basketball.
I mean, Roy everything Jones, he did. He looked how Mayweather looked, but he did it with knockouts.
Yes,
you feel me? Like
what fucking knockouts?
Like
playing
flashy,
in the ring,
like
nigga. Boom, boom, like for real though,
just like, fast, strong, person, everything. Like he was the perfect fighter. You feel me? But he didn't have his business in order. That's how Mayweather was. How he was. Like you can say whatever you want about me, but guess what? I'm retiring with this money, man.
Exactly.
Like I'm not
my marbles.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For real though, and I don't got to do shit. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Nothing. I don't have to do nothing related with boxing at all.
Like, that's why you're able to do exhibition fights. You feel me? And get paid for them.
Running them up. Like,
Roy Jones is doing active fights. Like his record is going on his record.
Right, for real. Taking losses, nigga. You would, bro. If you would look at it, you wouldn't even know. If people to look at your history now, if they don't watch your old highlights, they'd be like, he wasn't all that good. What was it?
What's this
guy? Look at all these young losses. Yeah. They talk about he was that great, and you would have to go back and look and be like, oh my God. If you stop at the heavyweight, you'll be like, man, this is amazing. But after that, man, Roy been knocked out so many motherfucking
man, I remember
times.
Glenn Johnson was standing in the room. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah, for real.
Flexing over top of this man's body.
For real though, man. That shit was crazy, man. Roy, but you right though. That's one thing I say. That nigga Floyd, man. Floyd showed these young niggas, like as Terrence said, Floyd showed people how to not go out with your marbles still there and your money. Like, you feel me? And Terrence and them is taking it to another level. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real.
Especially with Terrence. You only got so many fights left. You probably 36 next month.
Exactly. Like, you know, so that's what I can say is like, yeah, Roy, like, man, Floyd, yeah, Roy, I was just like, you can't go over your mark, man. And that's all I'm saying. And don't let the boxing retire you.
Facts.
Like, you know, and that's definitely the truth. So, okay, at 140, we covered 140. We covered heavyweights. Okay, the next heavyweight fight is who?
It's Usyk against Daniel Dubois.
Okay,
that's
when is that?
Usyk's mandatory since he's not fighting Fury. I believe it's somewhere between next month and the middle of October. Okay. It's coming up, definitely. Yeah.
So the next big fight is Canelo and
Charlo September 30th. You feel me? That's the next big fight. Shakur fight November 16th. Tank should be coming hopefully December, depending on how he feel. But that's and then Frank Martin to Shakur.
Yeah.
So I think it's a few big fights left, man.
It's a few big fights definitely.
You feel me?
In the second quarter,
especially Boo Boo and Benavidez.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Frank Martin and Shakur.
Yeah.
Usyk and Dubois.
Devin against Regis.
Devin against Regis.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Let that fight happen before this year. Get y'all date right. You know what I'm saying?
And at the younger weight, Bam Rodriguez gonna fight Sonny Edwards. It's gonna be a good ass fight, man. It's gonna be a good
I ain't gonna lie,
fight.
man. I finally got to see Bam not too long ago. I've been hearing you always talk about him. And I ain't gonna lie, man. That boy nice, man.
Bam nice as fuck.
You know who good too? Man, had another cold knockout. Vargas' son.
Oh yeah, Emilio Vargas. Yeah,
man,
he nice.
That kid.
He the youngest one. He the one.
Yeah, boy, he had another cold knockout.
He the one.
Yeah, he is the one, bro.
Tyrank they taking their time. They taking their time. Tyrank, they be having so many young studs.
They do though, bro. It's like it's so many. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got I ain't gonna lie, man. Boy, that boy got the pedigree in him, bro. Yeah, that's the one. Yo, young boy, he the one. He's exciting to look at too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's exciting to watch too. Like,
definitely.
You know, and he don't play in the ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real though.
He trying to get your ass up out of there.
He's trying
fast,
to get you up out of there, and it's skilled. You get what I'm saying? So that's the whole different thing. You feel me? They got that little swag going, like you know. So I ain't gonna lie. He the one. He's definitely the one. And I ain't gonna lie, man. That's who I was trying to think of. Jihadi Tucker, bro.
Yeah.
They cheated you on that last fight, my boy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? For real, though.
He lost?
He lost, man. He took his loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, we seen the one where that nigga was going to war and he got out there.
He did.
Yeah.
I did see it.
Man.
He fought the little Mexican dude.
Even Andre Ward was like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what? Damn, they cheated this one. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't even discouraged. You feel what I'm saying? Because he know he won that fight. That boy a dog. You just got to work on a couple of little things with your patience. You feel what I'm saying? For real. But I ain't gonna lie, it ain't over for you. He's gonna be a sleeper in the 135 division, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's 135 once again. Because that's a long night. You're not knocking that boy out. And you're not knocking him out. And if he learn patience, you feel what I'm saying? That's one of them fights. He gonna be one of the fighters that nobody gonna want to fight. Because it's like, nigga, this a long night. And he really got the skill. And if you work on a certain shit you gotta work on, I can't knock him out. But he got a chance because he got a good jab. And he got some good dog power that he can upset a fighter that you really like out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Jihadi Tucker, shout out to you, bro, for real, and definitely put you on the map. Like, you a dog, you a fighter I like to watch fight, and then, you know, it's part of the game. It's the politics of boxing, but that's why you can't give him the fight sometimes, man. Thanks. You got to keep your poise, you know, and that's what Andre Ward was like. He was like, man, if this young boy learn how to keep his poise, man, even though Andre Ward still said they cheated him on the fight,
hell yeah,
he was like, he learned how to keep his poise. You feel what I'm saying, for real, and he could keep his patience, and he used the tools that he have instead of just going for everything, like, you know what I'm saying, for real. He definitely gonna be a fighter that nobody gonna want to fight. He's gonna be the dog fighter that a lot of people avoid because it's just a long night. Some fighters is just a long night with. And
people gonna be one of them,
yeah. People would rather a fight that they think they can win or a fight that they're not sure about than a long night. Like, you know what I mean? Because a long night is a war on your body,
taking years off your boxing career.
Years off your boxing career when you got a long night with a fighter that's keep coming and you can't knock him out. Because he showed me that nigga is unknockable out that first time I ever seen him. Because that Russian was hit, it was bombs, and then the Russian just. He wanted to rush it down, like, you feel what I'm saying? He started giving the Russian back when he gave him, like, you feel what I'm saying? So that boy is a dog, like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. You know, it's part of the game of politics. What's up, Rashidi Ellis? When you getting back up in there, man? You got to get back up in there, man. We know what happened, you feel me? Politics game, you gassed out. But that, even boy, he should have lost that fight before Boots. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, where you at, man? Who else we ain't seen in a wild fight? Who ain't been out there in a minute? Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, Keith Thurman, if you don't get no fight before the end of the year, get your ass up out of boxing, bro.
Keith Thurman, he's screaming his bank account is thirsty and he need a fight. He want Bud Crawford. My whole thing is Bud begged for you. He begged for Danny Garcia. He begged for these guys, bro. Y'all
Errol begged for you too, nigga. Let's keep it real. Like,
come on, bro.
You ain't getting no fight from neither one of them niggas. So you better go ahead. Just go take the Boots fight and get you a little money, bro, and either lose or win. You know what I'm saying? For real. Do it. Like I say, one thing about Keith Thurman is, man, inactivity, bro. Inactivity. You only got one loss. You are going to Hall of Fame fighter. But my nigga, you fought two in the last 4 years, baby, 2 fucking times, man.
That Pacquiao fight, man. He got that money,
that nigga was riding on camels.
He riding on camels. Nigga had his socks off. I'm like, he playing the flute. I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, like, check this out, bro.
Hey, man, that money, man. When you been wanting your payday for so long and you get it, I get it, man. But you went from being the #1 fighter in the world and got a payday. I mean, and inactivity, first of all, because
injuries and
inactivities, man, is your problem. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So just go and take the Boots fight. Just take a journeyman fight, get you some cash, run it out. You ain't getting Buzz not fighting you, and Errol ain't fight you, dude, because they just like fuck you.
He was supposed to fight you guys for the belt, but you know he just. Thurman chasing the big money fights. He
ain't worried about no.
He don't want to build nothing up. He like, okay, let me fight Boots, beat Boots, beat you guys, and beat Stanionis. Now
he just wants some money so he can retire.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. He want money so he can retire.
Then on the back end of that career, he trying to maximize every fight he can get.
He trying to maximize it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But like I say, man, Keith Thurman, like I keep telling people, active Keith Thurman without injuries. It's a 50-50 fight with anybody in the goddamn world. From Errol to Bud to anybody in the world, active. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, though. But that day is over with. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So just go ahead and fight Boots, man, and then give him a good fight. Show that Boots is ready to be there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? For real. Because, like I say, man,
Boots gonna put that boy in his pockets. You feel me?
Yeah.
Boots might retire that man.
Yeah. Hey, look, but you got your money. You know what I'm saying? You gonna retire any goddamn way. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real though. So, you know, like I say, man, it looked like we had a lot to talk about. Yeah. We pretty much covered it. Like I say, man, we back on schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Now, like, you know, we back in the home. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? We back on.
You would get it weekly.
We'll get it weekly. You know
keep you with these updates,
man. Keep with these updates because it still got a lot to be talked about. Definitely. Like, you know what I mean, for real. So, you know, this has been a great episode of Punch Out Kings. I'm G Money,
Blade Brown,
and peace.
Peace.
Yeah.